Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, okay. So I welcome you all to my webinar, which is on engaging children at home. It is something very, very important topic in today's scenario. And I already conducted a session on this topic last Friday, but then there were some people who were left out and they were willing to attend the session again. So I'm conducting it all over again. I am sure that you are going to collect some of the things and you are definitely going to take some good getaways for your children, for your students. Some of you are teachers here, some of you are parents here. So I hope that it is beneficial for both the categories. I'm about to share my screen. Please do let me know if you are able to see my screen. Is my screen visible to everyone? Can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up or something so that I know. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Himani. Okay. So fine, I'll start with my presentation on engaging children at home. I made you fill a registration form, and this is the result of that registration form where you can see that a lot of parents were interested to attend this webinar. Of course, they got the information from WhatsApp majorly, so you understand the meaning of social networking sites. And you can see that how people were majorly willing for two categories as preschooler and early childhood. Somewhere that adolescent category is left out. Probably we feel कि बच्चों को उन सब चीजों की जरूरत नहीं है या अब हमें बच्चों को समझाने की जरूरत नहीं है. But believe me, I feel that is the most important age group जिसे हम ignore नहीं कर सकते. I'm going to show a video to you. After the video stops, I would like to take some reflections from you. What did you feel? How did you feel? And what did you infer from that? Okay, so any reflections? Would anyone like to tell me anything you felt after seeing this video? You can unmute yourself and tell me. At least one or two reflections, please. Himani, I would like to hear to you since you are a young person in this field. How did you feel about this video? Did you feel happy about it? Did you feel there was something that was present in this video? I found these all things as very, very relevant to today's scenario. It is very important that we allow our children to let them do what they feel like doing. Yes, Himani? Yes, Himani?
Hello, good afternoon, Dee.
Good afternoon.
I was unable to unmute myself. That's why
Oh,
I'm
that's
raising
okay.
hand.
That's okay. That's
Sorry,
okay.
Dee.
That's
And the video is nice. I found that children have shown their creativity, but in some of the pictures, they are showing the reality of our environment, that black color, they have used black and gray color to show the environment, because it's the reality. They are not seeing the greenery which we have seen. Because uh, in today's scenario, they are seeing the pictures like pollutions. They are all,
Yes.
they are already concerned about the things like global warming and all the bad things which we studied in our elementary or secondary classes. Because during
Exactly.
our time of school, we haven't concerned about the things like deforestation, water pollution, air pollution. But nowadays, from primary classes, children are told about these kind of issues, so they
Yes.
are more sensitive about it, but they can't do because no
Yes.
one is there to help them. This is what I
Correct.
understand.
Correct. Very,
Thank you,
very,
Deepa.
very, very good understanding about it. Because I feel that this was the very much required thing. Yes, Meenakshi ji. Yes, Meenakshi ji. You can unmute yourself and tell me.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I really appreciated all the paintings. And one thing which I think we all learned from this lockdown is that if time is well spent with the kids, they're really creative. There is a tinge of creativity in all of us. I'm
Yes.
not talking about only painting, be it,
Yes.
threading the bead or cleaning or anything, maybe chopping the vegetables, or even for that matter, making the child recognizing,
Yes.
identifying the vegetables. So
Yes.
there is creativity in everything. And firstly, because now parents have time, children have time, they are spending quality time with each other, so children are up to painting.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think there are so many apps, nowadays, where you just click a button and Barbie would be painted in red or pink,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
So,
Agreed.
and yeah, this is from a child and a parent point of view. Another thing which I personally learned, which maybe out of context in this webinar, is that one should never ever say never in life. Because
I will come back,
uh,
come on to that. Your point is very much valid. I will come on
yeah,
to that. And thank you for sharing your feedback here. Yes, parents and teachers, the important thing is we need to give freedom to our children. Why are you all attending this webinar? You might be 10, 20, 13 number. Why did you feel like attending this webinar? Because somewhere children are our prime most important people, whether we are teachers or we are parents. So we need something for them to keep them busy, which is safe for them. Of course, we are not taking them out anywhere, and somewhere our home is the entire activity place for them. So that is why we are all here to attend this webinar. Let us follow the next slides, and I'm sure I'm going to prove my point. So now why are we reacting, and why are we doing this? I am sure this lockdown time has taught you a lot. And I am also sure that after 15 or 16 days of lockdown, you must have at least once said to yourself or to your family, कि ये lockdown कब खत्म होगा? But did we ever thought how this lockdown has impacted our children? How it is reacting on them? How they are making adjustments to their normal routine pattern, be it a 1-year-old child or a 14-year-old child. Everyone had their own routine set. And now they are making their own adjustments, making their own modifications. So I am going to now list some of the symptoms which you can see in your children, and you can find out how they are reacting. Now, when we come to the preschool age, which is 1 to 5, there are a lot of symptoms which child might not tell to you because the child is quite small. He is himself not able to understand what is happening. But he might show you certain symptoms, certain things which you can identify. They might not be willing to eat. They might be getting up from their sleep again and again. A lot of things are happening. So what are you supposed to do? You have to give flexibility in their arrangements. You have to maintain certain family routines so that the child is addicted or habitual to that. What happens, because we all are working, right, and our little children of this age group often stays with their maids or daycares, and now they are only seeing you people, your his parents, right? So they are like, papa mummy rozi mujhe dekhte hai, where is my auntie? So somewhere the child is going to give some reactions to you which you have to understand, for which if the child is cranky, please don't give him a laptop or a mobile phone and tell him to operate it on his own. So there is a need to limit the media exposure. What happens to this early childhood age, which is 5 to 11? I have a daughter who falls into this age group, and I know how she is behaving these days. At times she is irritated, at times when I'm too much occupied with my official work, my webinars, my sessions happening, my online classes happening, she often wants my attention. She knows that I'm busy, but still she wants me to feel that mama, I am around, please give me time. So for that very purpose, you have to be very patient with them. You have to be very tolerant with them. You have to manage certain time limits for them so that they have time for their fun activities, their academic activities, their TV times, their all the things that you have to give them. But make sure, again, please limit their media exposure. When we come to the next age group, which is 11 to 14, it is really complicated age. The parents will also agree to it and the teachers will do the same. Now, in this, the child is about to enter the teenage or maybe in his early teens, becomes rebellious, doesn't want to eat, and we feel, oh, shayad garmi bahut zyada hai, isliye usko khane ka man nahi kar raha. But maybe he is internally too much occupied with the work that the teacher has given, or maybe you are not able to understand him, and as a result, he is becoming rebellious. And you're saying, tum to bigad gaye ho, tum kuch nahi kar sakte, tum aise, tum waise. And somewhere, we are taking out all our expectations and all our irritation on the child. Please encourage the child to be in touch with the friends, because sometimes that pure learning, that pure fun, the child is missing in the lockdown times. And when he gets to speak with his friends, he is overcoming that stress. I won't use the word depression because in the past days, depression word has become very, very common. So it's the stress or the anxiety that a child is facing. So give him some time, give him attention, give him some kind of activities which is enabling your relationship with the child. And the last stage or the last age group to be discussed, the adolescent. These are the most pressurized age group, I would say. They are pressurized with their own problems. They are pressurized with the peer learning, peer pressure, societal expectations, and whatnot. And ultimately, the child might be sleeping for hours and hours and not getting up on time. And you might be ending up saying, school jate the, tabhi bhi to time par uthte the, ab kya hua? But you're not understanding that why the child is having all these issues. So talk to him. Talk to him, express your things with him, express your problem and concerns with the child, and child will definitely come on to him, and try to limit the media exposure. Now you must be wondering, why am I using this word limit media exposure again and again and again? That's because there is a scientific reason. The scientific reason is that all these devices, they emit you blue light. This blue light has got a lot of consequences physically, which includes headaches, migraine, eye pain, etc., etc., etc. Now, what happens? All of these children have to attend the online classes, which of course is on laptop or TV or mobile phone. So they will have it. Now, when they are getting this blue light again and again, they are having headache. Headache is causing the entire pain in this area, because of which they don't feel like eating. कई बार होता है ना, हमारा भी मन खराब होता है तो हमें कुछ खाने का मन नहीं करता, वैसे ही बच्चों के साथ होता है. So all of the physical thing we understand, आंखें खराब होती हैं, कमजोर हो जाती हैं, चश्मा लगता है, etc., etc., etc. But all of these physical things have got some mental impact and a psychological impact on the child, which we have to understand. Now, if we are going to create a balance on blue light, how are we going to do that? How are we going to protect our children from all these things when the world or the, everywhere you are finding online sessions happening? Even right now, we are having a virtual session. We need to engage them. What is the need of this engagement? because these are not normal holidays. Today only my daughter was telling me, Mama, आज तो छुट्टियां हैं, बहुत सारी लंबी छुट्टियां हैं, because she understands that she's not going to the school, so for her it is छुट्टी time. But somewhere we understand as parents that these are not holidays, but these are not normal holidays as well. So what happens? We need to engage them into good engagement activities. When we say engagement activities, we mean fun-filled, meaningful, energetic, etc., etc., etc. But how do we find that? How do we do that? For that very purpose, as parents, as teachers, we need to know what are the age-appropriate activities. यानी हमारे बच्चे के लिए उसकी एज के अनुसार कौन कौन सी एक्टिविटीज हैं. When I come to the activity part, there is this concept of Piaget stages. ये हम teachers use करते हैं. Probably आप parents, I don't know whether you will understand or not, but basically what I mean to show by this picture is that a glass of water is different from all the age group, whether it's preschool or it's 5 to 11 or it's teenage group or the adolescent group. इसी को हम age appropriation बोलते हैं. This is what we mean as when you give a glass of water to a toddler, how is he going to react? And when you give the same water to maybe 7 to 11 years age group, how is he going to react? So this process, the psychological theory is known as Piaget's theory, which we teachers know, which we teachers learn. And I showed it to you so that you also understand that how psychological things are taken care of. Now, why do we need to create a learning environment? Please listen
for building intrinsic motivation in your kids.
I hope the audio is available.
Just give me
a thumbs up.
So what I mean by a learning environment is an environment where play and learning intersect. So make sure that in your kids' playrooms, for those of you who have really young kids, that there's a lot of things that stimulate learning while also being play at the same time. So books and activities that are designed to stimulate their mind, not just things that are designed to distract them, but actual learning opportunities within the home has been shown when they study kids at ages 9, 10, and all the way through 13. Kids who are raised in a home that has a learning environment are more intrinsically motivated at school and to do academics than those who didn't have that type of environment at home. So have a look at your kids' playrooms or the areas they spend time and think about whether there's enough opportunities for learning within that home environment. This is a great way to stimulate that intrinsic motivation, that internal desire to do things that bring knowledge to our children.
So she told you why learning environment things are required. Here in these pictures, I'm going to share you that what all activities you should do with these children and what all you should not. And after the end of this webinar, I'm going to send a feedback form to you. Please fill that. Once you have filled the feedback form, I'm going to send all these slides to you. So everything will be there in your email ID. Just remember to fill the feedback form. So the activities when we talk about, don't give such activities to a toddler, which includes a lot of coordination. The child is very small to have that coordination and concentration. While in 5 to 10 years, don't give those activities which require a guidance, because child is, बच्चा सोचता है मैं ही सब कुछ हूँ, मुझे तो सब कुछ आता है, and he wants to do everything on his own. So when I also tell my daughter don't do this, she will tell me no mama, I know this, I can do. So give them those activities which channelize their energy. 11 to 13 age group, give them some activity which challenge their confidence, which challenge them. उनको challenging activities बहुत पसंद आती हैं. And 14 to 16 year, they always want to question you. So give them some activities which give them that particular space to experiment, to observe, to evolve, and to do a lot of things. These are some resources, because I've got some teachers in my webinar. So these are some resources which teachers can use. Again, I'm going to send all these resources in your email ID. So don't worry about that. Please explore these resources. Let me give you one hint here, teachers and parents. मैं आपको ये नहीं बताने वाली हूँ कि आपको अपना बच्चा कैसे संभालना है. I am just here going to help you with some of the links that I find very, very useful. मैंने आप लोगों के लिए थोड़ा सा ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग किया है एंड आई थॉट कि वो मैं आपको कम्युनिकेट कर सकूं. सो आई एम जस्ट सेंडिंग यू सम लिंक्स और समथिंग जिनको आप अपने लेवल पे अपने बच्चे के हिसाब से उसके इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं. This is one of my favorite activities, which I feel that my students, my teachers, my parents, everyone can do this. These are some of the links that I have found on YouTube. So 5-minute crafts play and red ted art is a YouTube page where you will find a lot of activities for all age groups, right from age 2 to age 18, and bigger, elder children or adolescent people, they also do a lot of art and craft thing. Apni teacher ke liye card banana hai, apne parents ke liye card banana hai, so they are already into this. Easy peasy and fun and easy kids crafts, very very good app for majorly children below 10 years of age. And happiness is homemade gives you a lot of recipes जिसको आप अपने घर में बच्चे के साथ बना सकते हैं. Kitchen without fire जिसको हम बोलते हैं, और cooking without fire, it involves those recipes. Next, I come to how to enhance fine gross motor skills, because I saw there are some participants, some of my ex-colleagues, जिनके बच्चे बहुत छोटे हैं. So I know they know the meaning of fine gross, but still I'm telling you. Fine motor skills का मतलब होता है आप अपने हाथों से कुछ कर रहे हैं, आपका बच्चा फील करके कुछ चीज समझ रहा है. और gross motor skills का मतलब होता है बॉडी को यूज करना. सो देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ एक्टिविटीज जहां पर पीडियाट्रिक थेरेपी नेटवर्क, इमेजिनेशन ट्री, हैंड्स ऑन एज वी ग्रो, ये सब यूट्यूब पेजेस हैं जहां पर आप इनको एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई गिव यू अ हिंट. आप जिगजैग लाइन बनाइए, उसमें छोटे छोटे बटन्स पेस्ट कर दीजिए एंड आस्क योर चाइल्ड टू गो by the button line. That way the child is going to improve on the fine motor skills. आप फिर उसमें ये भी बोल सकते हो रेड बटन्स को टच करो, येलो बटन्स को टच करो. ग्रॉस मोटर स्किल्स के लिए आप बच्चे को शाम को छत पे ले जाइए, टेक हिम फॉर सम रेस, jumping, roping, and all of those things which makes him a little more strong and active, because somewhere we are inside and those physical activities are almost gone. Developing moral values. This is very very nice thing that I found. These links are very very helpful. English moral stories with Ted and Zoe. A lot of moral things are there, right from honesty and other things as well. Book boxing and info bells I personally liked. If you are not a Hindi person or an English person, you will find these two links with almost 22 to 30 languages. So they have Punjabi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam. So if you are, into all these states and you know these language, आप अपने स्टेट की लैंग्वेज बच्चे को इन स्टोरीज से भी समझा सकते हैं, and the child is going to definitely love. Story Weaver is another page which is going to tell you how to weave stories from day-to-day life activities. One more thing that I would like to add on here is share your childhood experiences with your child. Like if your child is 5 to 6 year old, आप उस समय पे कैसे थे वो आप अपने बच्चे को बताओ, because every child, be it 18-year-old or 5-year-old, they want to know how you are going to react or how were you when you were a child. I'm running with time, so I'm going a little hurry. Meditation and yoga, very very important. Yesterday we celebrated International Day of Yoga. So New Horizon and Fable5, two of the pages, very very beautiful pages which give you easy yoga activities. And there is also one competition going on by Nick Jr., Yoga Se Hi Hoga. So if you have some little children, ask them to pose in some yoga, pose or maybe a video, and post them on their Instagram channel or maybe their YouTube channel, and they might, select your child. Indoor and online games, very very interesting, very interesting. मैं इसके लिए आपको एक और चीज शेयर करूंगी. मैं आपको ये links भी शेयर करूंगी, but this is something that I would like to tell you. So these are the pages what moms love. So you will get all those things here. There is another channel as National Geographic Kids. You will find all games, videos, animations, a lot of things here. So just explore it, and I'm sure your child is going to love this, because my child loves it a lot. And there is one more cartoon which says I limit my kids screen time to 2 hours a day. So I know हम parents के लिए कितना कितना ये पॉजिटिव पार्ट होता है अगर हम अपने बच्चे का किड्स टाइम जो स्क्रीन टाइम होता है वो रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं. सो आई होप यू आर गेटिंग माय पॉइंट. देयर इज वन मोर थिंग दैट आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर. फैमिली बॉन्डिंग एक्टिविटीज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यहाँ मैंने कुछ फोटोज अपनी पर्सनल लगाई बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू टेल यू कि जो मैं आपको बता रही हूँ आई हैव ऑलरेडी done it. So balance beams is on extreme left. You must have seen it already on WhatsApp and all going viral. Color tips लेके आप ये सारा चीज बना सकते हैं. Ask the child to jump, hop, skip, etc. etc. Treasure hunt you can do at your house. You can make a puzzle, take a box, cut it into pieces, and the child ask him to reframe it. So you don't need to buy it from the market. You can create it at your home. And building a fort. So I have done it very very shabbily here just to tell you कि आपके घर में जो भी cushion तकिया कुछ भी हो आप उसको stack up करके you can prepare a fort like this for your child. These four I personally liked a lot. I would like to share it. These are virtual trips which cost you some amount. So there is George Aquarium family tour to Paris and Yellowstone National Park. So if you go to these links, you will be guided to the payment thing and all. Not very costly, a few dollars, which automatically is around 1,000 to 1,200 rupees, Indian rupees. And Cincinnati Zoo is one thing very very nice. 3 o'clock on Facebook they stream their virtual tour of the zoo. So आप इनके channel पे जाके Facebook पे just click on the link and you will find there will be a chimpanzee photo in their cover page. So you click on that, you like their page, and whenever they are going virtual, you will be sure. Now, our role as teachers, of course, we need to, maintain flexibility in our lesson plan. We have to be in touch with the parents. We have to be in touch with students. And we have to maintain things at a very, very normal pace because this is not the normal teaching that we are doing. Our role as parents, my first thing, please don't shout on your child because they are irritated. They want your love. They want your affection. So don't shout on them. Spend time with them, be with them, try to make better relationships with them, and I'm sure they will like your presence. Last thing, they see what they do and they do what they see. So if you are on mobile or WhatsApp or Facebook and you're telling your child not to do that, the child is not going to listen. So even if it's going for me, so when I'm on my laptop, my child tells me you are on the laptop, so I know, and she understands that I'm for an official thing, but then I have to give her time. After that I make sure about this. So I hope this is all. This was 40 minutes. We wasted a lot of time while we were waiting for the participants. I believe that you have got some insight on what I wanted to tell you. You are free to share your points, your things that you want to tell me. Please fill the feedback form that I'm going to send on your registered IDs. And once you fill the feedback form, I'm going to send this presentation as well as all the links that I have used will be sent to you on your email ID. So if there is any question, any query that you want to ask me, I am open for the query session. Himani, I think you want to ask something?
No, Dadi, I just want to say that the presentation and the session is really brilliant. I like this session, and I want to add a small thing from my point of view that can I add the?
Can I add the? Yeah, sure.
Can I add my point of view?
Yes, yes.
Like you said that about the screen thing and the screen time, because the blue light severely affect our body, our eyes, and our mind. It affects psychologically as well as it is affecting our body biologically. I am telling this point because
you are a biology teacher
and from the research. Yes. That's why I'm adding it, this thing, because there are parents and teachers. They should know why we have to tell them not to see on phone or not to stare their eyes for a long time, because there is a hormone named as melatonin which is released by our pineal gland present inside our brain, which is responsible for our sleep.
Yes.
It controls our sleep wake cycle. And if we are using phone for a longer period of time at night, and because this hormone is the hormone of darkness, because it is released only during night, and if we use phone, then the blue light will affect this hormone, and this hormone will get diminished from our blood. That is why we will be unable to sleep, which will cause following symptoms like
Yes.
headache, anxiety, and the
Yeah.
next whole day will be destroyed.
Very true.
So this is
I've
the main
mentioned this
reason.
melatonin thing there in the slide, and the participants who are there, Himani is my ex-student, so I have taught this girl, and now she is, on the teaching path. So she is a teacher, I would say, because she has already done her formal training and all. So she is a biology teacher, very, very good and responsible student, and whatever she is saying is absolutely correct, because it is the biological fact. And I think I mentioned it in my slide also, because this is very important. हम कहीं ना कहीं बच्चों को बोलते हैं
Yes.
मोबाइल मत देखो, ये ना देखो, पर आप अगर उनको वैलिड रीजन देके मना करेंगे ना, तो वो आपकी बात समझेंगे. आप उनको बोलेंगे ये अच्छा नहीं है, इससे प्रॉब्लम होती है, तो वो समझेंगे. बट अगर आप कहेंगे नहीं ये मत करो, तो उनको समझ नहीं आता कि मम्मी पापा घर वाले तो सब फोन पे लगे रहते हैं और मुझे ही क्यों मना करते हैं. So this is something that I wanted to bring to your notice. You are seeing a lot, a less number of participation in this webinar, because this webinar was already conducted on Friday, 19th June. So this was only conducted again because some of these participants were left, and I didn't wanted to miss this opportunity for them. So I am conducting it again. So that is why you are seeing a very less number here. Please do share your feedback, and I am going to get back to you in case you want to tell me something or there is something. I'm available. You all have my email ID, so you can contact me on my registered email ID, and I will get back to your query or issue. Anything else that anybody would like to say? We are only left with last 1 minute, so if anybody wants to take the opportunity. Okay, so can we end the session? Thank you to all of you for attending my webinar with so much sincerity and concentration. I'm overwhelmed. I'm so delighted to have interacted with all of you. I'm looking forward for more webinars. I'm going to conduct in the coming week, I'm going to conduct a webinar on mental health. So if you are interested, you can also message me for that. I'm going to conduct a mental health webinar, and then I'm going to conduct a webinar on cyber security and online classes. So how online classes are disrupting the cyber security thing and all. So that I'm going to discuss. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much. You may leave the meeting, please. Thank you.